Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Diwan of the Royal Court has the honor to inform the citizens of the dear country that His Majesty Sultan Qaboos is continuing the treatment program and he is in stable condition, praying to Almighty Allah to endow His Majesty with good health to reach the targeted results. His Majesty the Sultan forwarded his thanks and appreciation to the loyal citizens in all over the dear homeland for their noble feelings, sincere prayers, and standing in unity and solidarity under his wise leadership, praying to Allah the Almighty to protect Oman and its dear citizens and endow them success towards further progress and prosperity, and to continue the march of great development to reach the planned goals. May Allah protect His Majesty the Sultan and preserve Oman proud and lofty in the prosperous era of His Majesty. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to Lieutenant General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan Abdel Rahman, head of Transitional Military Council in Sudan, on his country's Independence Day. His Majesty the Sultan also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Miguel Diaz-Canel, President of Cuba, on his country's National Day. The Sultanate of Oman welcomes the new year with a stream of strategic projects in various economic sectors. Year 2020 will witness the full commercial operation of Duqm Port, the launch of National Employment Center, and the inauguration of Sharqiya Expressway. The full commercial operation of Duqm Port will improve movement of goods, and the completion of Sharqiya Expressway with a sophisticated 2-kilometer-long tunnel in Wadi Al-Aq will make travel from and to the Governorate of Sharqiya more convenient. The 191-kilometer-long expressway extends from the Wilaya of Bidwid to the Wilaya of Al-Kamil wal-Wafi, crossing wadis and rough terrain. Power for 15,000 houses near the oil concession areas in the south will be supplied from Al Amin Solar Power Station. Muruj Dairy Project in the Governorate of Dhofar will work on commercializing and marketing dairy products. The project will act as a link between farmers in Dhofar and consumers in all over the country. Year 2020 holds an array of projects and new government establishments that will positively work on developing the national economy and providing more employment opportunities for Omani job seekers. Structures and artifacts were discovered during the archaeological excavation conducted by the Ministry of Culture and Heritage in Ain Bani Saida in the Wilaya of Dunk in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira. The expedition from Warsaw University in Poland continues its work for the 4th year, revealing more artifacts that tell stories of old Omani civilizations and the story of humanity on the Omani land. Remains of pottery, copper items, and silverware were discovered at the site. An expert at the site said that the discovered building structures look similar in design to what was discovered in Bat archaeological site. A political consultation session between the Sultanate and the Republic of Iraq was held at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The two sides reviewed bilateral relations and means of enhancing and developing them in various areas, as well as exchanging points of view on issues of common concern. The Omani side was headed by His Excellency Sheikh Khalifa bin Ali Al-Harthi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Diplomatic Affairs, while the Iraqi side was headed by His Excellency Dr. Abdel Karim Hashim, Senior Under Secretary at the Iraqi Foreign Ministry. The Amman Real Estate Investment Fund announced that the public subscription is open from next Thursday for 15 days. The capital of the fund is around 20 million Omani riyals. More details in the following report.
Amman Real Estate Investment Fund will enter the local market very soon as the first of its kind to promote urban development in the Sultanate. The fund opens for subscription on January 2nd for a period of 15 days to raise 20 million Oman riyals through two offerings, one public and one private.
The capital of the Amman REITs is 20 million. We are floating 10 million, 50%. That 50% is at a price of 102 beza. It's 100 million units which will be floated to the market. The subscription will start from the 2nd of January 2020 till the 16th of January 2020. It's opened for Omanis, expatriates, international investors in Oman and outside Oman.
The investment in this fund aims to provide recurring income through rental income and capital growth on the back growth in the industrial sector in the Sultanate.
REIT is one of the best investments given the fact that direct real estate investment does not help you with liquidity and diversity. However, for small and medium investors, this REITs gives diversity and liquidity, and they can also be guaranteed of more transparency while operating in a REIT.
The subscription in Amman Fund also aims to provide an opportunity to invest in the assets of a sophisticated light real estate industry, providing frequent returns through rental income and capital growth against the backdrop of growth in the Omani industrial sector. Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Still to come on News Bulletin. The General Camel Race started at the Royal Camel Court track in the Wilaya of Barka. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. An opinion poll conducted by the National Center for Statistics and Information shows smartphone is the most commonly used console for playing video games by Omanis. More than 1,500 people participated in this poll. Studies show that the average playing time for children increased dramatically from 40 minutes per day during weekdays and 137 minutes during weekends to 3 hours per day. Studies also show that more than 50% of children below 13 years of age play video games. The Board of Public Authority for SME Development, Riyadh, held today a meeting chaired by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud al-Sunaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry. The meeting focused on the 2020 Riyadh strategic programs and the project of Omanization increase in the water and electricity sector. The board also reviewed the developments of small and medium-sized enterprise sector in terms of land distribution by use fract agreements, investment map for new projects, the markets of small and medium-sized enterprises in all governorates, and online market for the small enterprises. In addition, the board approved the general framework of the first Gulf Forum for Entrepreneurship, which will take place in the Far Governorate in September 2020. The forum aims at acknowledging the experience exchanged between decision makers in the sector of SMEs in the Gulf countries. The Aquaculture Committee in the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth held a meeting to discuss the latest updates on ongoing projects. The committee reviewed the progress report of the first stage of the prawn aquaculture project that is expected to be operational in March 2020. The project reached 80% completion rate. The committee also reviewed tilapia aquaculture projects that produce 179 tons and generates 268,000 Omani riyals. The committee approved 4 other projects that are likely to become operational next year and launched 2 abalone aquaculture projects. During the meeting, the committee approved the withdrawal of a number of aquaculture projects due to non-compliance issues. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al-Aufi, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth. As part of its social responsibility programs of the private sector establishments, Medical Appliances Purchase Funding Project for the Dialysis Center in Boucher was launched. The project is funded by the Development Enterprise of Oman Liquefied Natural Gas Company. The total cost of the project amounted to around 136,000 Omani riyals, which included the replacement of 2 dialysis units with a new unit with modern specification. The project will contribute to serving a large segment of patients who conduct dialysis operation and reducing the waiting time. The launching ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Nasser bin Khamis Al-Gashmi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Finance. The Royal Army of Oman RAO celebrated at the Sultan's Armed Forces Training Regiment today the graduation of a new batch of recruits during a ceremony held under the auspices of Major General Hamad bin Sulaiman Al-Hatmi, Assistant Inspector General of Police and Customs for Operations. The graduation ceremony began by performing a military salute to the chief guest, who inspected the Guard of Honor. The graduates then staged a military parade by slow march accompanied with the Royal Army of Oman music band. After that, the chief guest handed over appreciation awards to the top graduates. Duqm Special Economic Zone Authority was giving the authorities of organizing the electricity and water sector within the border of Duqm Economic Zone. In view of that, the authority reissued the permit granted to Rural Areas Electricity Company to conduct activities of generation, transmission, distribution, exporting, importing, and providing electricity and the production of desalinated water related to electricity production and operation of the central control system within the border of Duqm Special Economic Zone. It pointed out that this permit will be effective starting from the 1st of January 2020. The General Camel Race started at the Royal Camel Court Track in the Wilaya of Barka. The 3-day event attracts wide participation from camel breeders and owners from different wilayas of the Sultanate. The race is being organized by the Royal Camel Corps at the Royal Court Affairs. The event included 19 rounds for different categories of camels. The winning camels will be qualified or the conclusion race on the Cup of His Majesty the Sultan for camel racing next March. The Diwan of the Royal Court has issued a statement as follows. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos is continuing the treatment program and he is in stable condition. Praying to Almighty Allah to endow His Majesty with good health to reach the targeted results. His Majesty the Sultan forwarded his thanks and appreciation to the loyal citizens in all over the dear homeland for their noble feelings, sincere prayers, and standing in unity and solidarity under his leadership. Praying to Allah the Almighty to protect Oman and its dear citizens and endow them success towards further progress and prosperity, and to continue the march of the great development to reach the planned goals. May Allah protect His Majesty the Sultan and preserve Oman proud and lofty in the prosperous era of His Majesty. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos continues the treatment program and His Majesty is in a stable condition thanks to Allah the Almighty. His Majesty the Sultan forwards his thanks and appreciation to the loyal citizens in all over the dear homeland for their noble feelings, sincere prayers, and standing in unity and solidarity under His Majesty's leadership. The Sultanate welcomes the new year with a stream of strategic projects in various economic sectors. And ancient structures and artifacts are discovered during archaeological excavation in the Wilaya of Bank. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, Happy New Year and good night.